You may be listening to this at a moment when you feel pulled in more than one direction. Part of you wants relief. Part of you wants clarity. And sometimes, those two just don't agree. If this feeling is familiar to you, I want to assure you, there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. This internal tension isn't a mistake or a flaw. In fact, it's a powerful sign that more than one layer of you is awake and active. Let's think about these two voices. One voice is the reactor. It's fast, it's loud, and its primary job is to seek comfort and make things easier right now. It wants to escape discomfort, avoid pain, and find the path of least resistance. It's the part of you that says, I can't handle this, or let's just forget about it and watch a movie. It's driven by the immediate need for relief. Then, there's another voice. This one is much quieter. It doesn't shout. It often whispers. It moves more slowly, more deliberately. But this voice, this quieter signal, carries your true direction. It holds your values, your sense of purpose, and your deeper aspirations. It's the part of you that knows what truly matters in the long run, even if it's the harder path. Living with both of these voices at the same time can feel incredibly tiring. It's like you're driving a car with one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake. You might have moments of real clarity where the quieter voice shines through and you know exactly what you need to do. You feel aligned, you feel purposeful. But then, a few hours or a few days later, that clarity fades, and the loud, reactive voice takes over again, pulling you back into old patterns of comfort-seeking. When this happens, it's so easy to feel like you've failed. You might think, why can't I just stick with it? I thought I had this figured out. But this isn't failure. This is simply the natural rhythm of our inner life. It's a dance, a constant negotiation between these two fundamental parts of who we are. Understanding this dynamic is the first step toward finding a more peaceful way to navigate it. In the next part, we're going to explore exactly why this tension seems to come back, again and again. So you have one of those moments of profound understanding. The clouds part, you see your path, and you feel a sense of inner alignment. It feels incredible. But then, almost inevitably, the same old struggle returns. The same anxieties, the same doubts, the same pull towards distraction and comfort. And you might find yourself thinking, I can't believe this is back. I already worked through this. Why am I here again? If you've ever felt that frustration, you're not alone. The key thing to understand is that our inner life doesn't move in a straight line. It moves in cycles, like the seasons. The part of you that seeks comfort and safety, that quick, reactive voice, doesn't just pack its bags and leave once you've had an insight. It's a permanent resident. Its job is to protect you, and it will always be there. Likewise, the part of you that seeks meaning and growth, that quiet, deeper voice, doesn't stop calling you forward just because you've reached one milestone. It will always be there, gently nudging you toward a more authentic life. Both of these voices remain. They are both essential parts of your internal ecosystem. So what happens when the pressure rises? When you're stressed, tired, or facing a difficult situation, that reactive voice naturally gets louder. Its volume increases because it perceives a threat, and its instinct is to pull you back to what feels safe and familiar. This is not a sign of weakness. It's a beautifully designed protective mechanism. It's your internal alarm system going off. The problem doesn't start because the alarm is loud. The problem begins when we mistake the alarm for the captain of the ship and let that voice take the lead. The real work, then, is not to silence this voice or to get rid of it. That's an impossible and exhausting battle. The work is to understand its place, to hear its message, and to thank it for trying to protect you without handing over control. Every time this tension returns, it's not a step backward. It's not a sign that you've failed. It is simply a reminder to check in, to see which voice has the microphone, and to gently recenter yourself. In the next part, we'll explore how we can begin to shift the leadership, consciously and compassionately. This brings us to a crucial shift in perspective. We often start by asking, how do I stop this feeling? How do I get rid of this internal conflict? But this question sets us up for a fight we can't win. A more helpful and frankly more peaceful question is, how do I live with this more calmly? How do I navigate this with more grace? The answer is not found in force or willpower. You can't wrestle your reactive mind into submission. It begins with something much gentler, noticing. It starts with the simple act of observation, without judgment. Urgency is loud. Your desire for immediate relief will always feel pressing and critical. Direction, on the other hand, is quiet. Your deeper wisdom speaks in a lower register. The first step is just to notice the difference in their tone and texture. Now here's a really important point. Leadership from that quieter voice doesn't always happen before you react. That's an unrealistic expectation. More often than not, leadership happens after. You might get swept away by the loud voice. You might spend an hour or a day lost in anxiety or distraction. And that's okay. The moment of leadership is the moment you realize it. It's the moment you pause, take a breath, and remember what truly matters to you. In that moment of remembering, leadership returns. The emotions may still be there. The anxiety might still be humming in the background. The urge to escape might still be present. But you are no longer lost inside them. You are aware of them, and you are also aware of your deeper direction. You've created a little bit of space, and in that space, you have a choice. This isn't about reaching some final enlightened state where you're never reactive again. That's a myth. This is a practice. It is a way of returning, over and over again, to your center. Each time you do it, you strengthen that muscle. And that return, in and of itself, is already a profound form of strength. It is the most real and sustainable kind of progress you can make. Thank you so much for watching and for sharing this space with me. If this resonated with you, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Take care.